The world embraced Santa Claus, Indiana, and Santa Claus, Indiana welcomed the world. On December 22, 1935, Santa Claus Town, the nation's first themed attraction, officially opened, starting with Santa's Candy Castle. On Christmas, Carl Barrett unveiled the iconic Santa Claus statue, set on the highest hill in town, dedicated to the children of the world and in memory of undying love. The sentiment took on new meaning a decade later. As World War II raged across the seas, Operation Santa intensified its efforts, recruiting charitable organizations and Santa helpers across the nation to match the growing need. In Santa Claus, Indiana, the elves and their leader answered the call.
I think he took it on as a project, a commitment, a ministry, whatever, that he was going to take care of. He organized the endeavor with asking American Legion Post to assist, asking the monastery at St. Meinrad, the monks there to help, and the nuns at Ferdinand in the monastery there. He just got it organized so that more people would become involved and so more letters would be answered. And it's like, for me, my memory is of my dad always driving around with a car full of boxes with letters that he was taking somewhere or delivering. He would make them very personal. He would send a letter to the American Legion Post in the town to see if they could possibly help a child that was in need. He was just one of those people that gave and thought about other people. He was very patriotic, very religious, and Santa Claus just went into all of that, you know, because he was Santa Claus too. See, he became Santa Claus. And when people say to me, how long did your dad play Santa Claus? I'm like, he never played Santa Claus. He was Santa Claus.
In 1946, Santa Claus Land opened, featuring Santa Claus himself. For the next 40 years, children young and old could visit Santa 300 days a year.
He had lots of suits. There's a picture of my mother hanging the suits on the wash line because he usually sat the children on his right knee and that velvet wore out on that knee. I believed in Santa Claus, and strangely enough, I thought my dad was Santa Claus. I would see bells and suits, and you know, I would know that he was going out in an evening to be at a party somewhere and be Santa Claus. So when I became around 12 years old, he came to our grade school and he asked me to sing a song, and I thought, that's my dad, and he knows I like to sing, and he's picking me out to sing a song. And so I got home and I said, you know, Dad, was that you? You made me say, well, yes. So after that, he would bring letters home because he had never done that before. He hadn't been brought letters home. And I would help. Around the age of 12, I started helping. But I just thought, well, my dad's Santa Claus, you know, I'm just really lucky. This is okay.
Over the years, he flew around the country, from New York City to Los Angeles and everywhere in between, leading dozens of parades with his reindeer and sleigh, appearing on television programs like What's My Line, and even writing a book about how fun it was to be Santa Claus.
It wasn't work. It was just what he loved to do. He loved the attention. And so when he walked in a room, it would be a grand entrance, and of course everybody would get all excited. And he loved doing that. It was his life. It truly was his life.
Come back and see Santa Claus again. And here you hold this little truck. And you know, when you hear the bells ringing again, see that? Huh? You know what that means, don't you? Huh? That's Christmas time, isn't it? Huh? Well, isn't that nice?